What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing you my top picks for Wednesday's main NBA DFS slate. All right, guys, so this is the last slate before Turkey Day. So let's go ahead and get the homework out the way. Please like the video, please. If you're watching the video, please hit that like button real quick for me. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on my thumbnail and checking out my video. If you could, hit that subscribe button before you leave. And as always, please leave any comments below. Any love or hate you have for the picks, please drop them in the comments. Alrighty, guys, so let's go ahead and get it started, guys. So let's get straight to it. Draft Dashboard, my research tool. I have a link in the description of this video for a 30-day trial for $1. Give it a shot if you want to try it out, guys. So first, I'm going to go to my position optimizer. We're going to break it down position by position, guys. So we have a massive 13-game slate. So this video might go a little long, so bear with me. So first up, point guard. At the top of the slate, you see we got the big dollar ones, Mr. Harden and Westbrook. Alrighty, in this particular situation, I'm going to have to go with Russell Westbrook going to Golden State with no Steph Curry and no Draymond Green at 10.7K. All right, this guy has like a floor of 50 versus this team, and no Draymond Green and Steph Curry should mean Westbrook should be able to do what he wants to. So give me Russell Westbrook at 10.7K. Kemba Walker has been on fire lately, guys. Scored over 100 and something points in 2 games. All right, I look for him to come down to earth versus this Indiana team, man. All righty, but he is at home. You know, so Kemba Walker at home is a thing. But I'm not quite sure about this Indiana team. I believe Oladipo will be back in this particular game. So no Walker for me, no Lillard either. Again, playing up against Milwaukee. 9.2K. I like some guys a little bit lower on the price scale. If I'm gonna pay up that high, guys, I'm going with Westbrook in this matchup. So speaking of some of the lower price guys, I got my man Devin Booker right here. All righty, he's 8.7K and he gets a very favorable matchup versus the Chicago Bulls. All righty, this guy's usage is at 31%. He's playing 36 minutes and averaging around 40 DraftKings points or more over the last couple of games. As you can see, he had a pretty nice game. Last game put up 55 DraftKings points. So all right, give me some Devin Booker on this slate. Big Ben Simmons, I like him versus New Orleans. I like this game. It's one of my favorite games on the slate. Over under is high as hell. So that means I want some players out of this game. And I'm going with the Philly side because they're at home. Again, at home in front of their home crowd. So give me some Ben Simmons at 8.6K. He's it's close to triple-double every night. So I think tonight's the night where he gets that triple-double, and I want to be a part of that. He's on 8.6K, so give me some Ben Simmons. Chris Paul, price too damn high. Lowry, yeah, he hadn't been producing, so no thank you there. Even though he gets a very favorable matchup versus ATL. Okay, don't get me wrong. But no Lowry for me at this point. Drew Holiday, I do like him in that Philly game. Again, that's one of the games that I do like. And Drew Holiday is pretty much taking over the point guard role with the injuries that they have at point guard. So give me some Drew Holiday at 8K. All right, I like him to pay off that price against this Philly team. Again, it's a 236 over and under, man. Give me some of that. Zach LaVine is currently questionable with his illness, but I think he's probably going to play through this one for this next game. But if he is playing, I do like Zach LaVine in that game at 7.9K. All righty, but we got to watch the news and see if he's playing. Now, this Luka Doncic kid, I like him if Dennis Smith Jr. is ruled out. Right now, Dennis Smith Jr. is dealing with some issues with his wrist on his right hand. So if he's out, they already have, what's the little guy's name? God dog it. Can't think of his name. The other point guard that they have, the little short Spanish kid. Anyway, long story short, he's out. So give me some Doncic. Again, they're a little tight at point guard. So at 6.8K, he could be a good value if those injuries play our way. Ricky Rubio, man, every night he's in play, in my opinion. This guy's 6.5K. He put up 51 DraftKings points his last game. He gets a favorable matchup versus Sacramento, a younger, fast, up-paced team. I do like Rubio in this matchup. Again, playing 30-plus minutes, averaging around 30 or more DraftKings points. So give me some Rubio in this favorable matchup. All righty, McCollum, man, if you just look at his record versus Milwaukee, he owns them. All right, guys. So, guys playing 30-plus minutes, putting up 30-plus DraftKings points. He's only 6.4K, and he has a matchup versus a team that's next to last versus the position. So, give me some CJ McCollum. All right. 6.4K. It's too easy of a play. Now again, you know, I like CJ, man. Let me just go ahead and let me leave it at that. So that's all my point guards at the moment, guys. Again, this is a massive 13-game slate. There's a whole lot of ways you could go. I'm just giving you my top favorite plays based off of matchup and price. All right, so next up, we got shooting guard, Kawhi Leonard, price too damn high. And again, he's not going to play on most second legs of a back-to-back. And this team did play last night. So no Kawhi for me. Even if he's playing, he's priced too damn high. We already talked about Booker and Holiday. I like Chris Middleton, though. At 7K, 30-plus minutes, 36-plus DraftKings points in the last 4 games. Give me some of that. Versus this Portland team, again, next to last versus the position. I do like Chris Middleton in this matchup. And again, if you look at his history versus Portland, he does well versus them. And so I definitely like me some Chris Middleton on this slate. All righty, Brandon Ingram, 5.9K against that trash Cleveland team. LeBron's going back home, quote unquote, to Cleveland. So we're going to see how this game plays out, but it should be a slaughter, let's be honest. And I like Brandon Ingram to take advantage of that at his price point at $6,000 pretty much. He's too cheap in this matchup, guys, in my opinion. So I do like Brandon Ingram playing 30-plus minutes, putting up 25-plus DraftKings points. All right, he had a game where he put up 35 a couple of games ago. But again, I do like this matchup versus Cleveland. He has owned Cleveland in the past when they played them, but that's back when LeBron was playing for him. So, and Ingram had much more of a usage on that LA team. But I do like Ingram in this matchup. He's getting a lot of minutes with the injuries to their guards. So Ingram is getting a lot of minutes, as you can see. He hadn't played under 30 minutes in the last 3 games. Next up, Joe Ingles. Jingling Joe is at home versus Sacramento at 5.3K, playing 30-plus minutes. I like me some Joe Ingles, man. Again, he has a couple of games where he was 18 and 14 DraftKings points. But I like him in his bounce back spot versus this young, fast, up-paced Sacramento team. So I like Joe Ingles. I'll have him in my player pool. All right, Sexton, what? How do you say this dude's name? Whatever. The guy, the point guard for Cleveland. He is currently questionable, and Hill is already out. And they just kicked J.R. Smith to the curb. So they don't have a lot of guard options here in Cleveland. So Jordan Clarkson could have some uptick in his usage if Sexton, whatever his damn name is, if he's out tonight. So anywho, J.J. Redick is currently dealing with some issues. Nosebleed. He should be all right. Come on, man. Put a sock in and let's get it going. All right, but J.J. Redick in his high pace, high over and under game, Philly versus New Orleans at 5.2K, in my opinion, is too damn cheap. He's pretty close to a lock for me on this slate. Again, 5.2K. He's playing 30-plus minutes. Has a floor of around 27 DraftKings points. And so I do like JJ in this matchup versus New Orleans. Again, it's going to be a nice knockdown, drag down fight. Now, again, if Kawhi Leonard sits on this second leg of a back-to-back, I do like some Danny Green at 4.6K versus ATL. He's too cheap for a guy that's playing around 30 minutes a game. All right, yeah, he's inconsistent in my opinion, but he's too cheap. He's put up 25, 29, and 23 in the last couple of games. So at 4.6K, we like that. Justin Holiday is just a nice point per dollar guy. He's 4.6K, projected to put up 24-plus DraftKings points, and he gets a plus matchup versus Phoenix. All righty. As you can see, he's playing 35 minutes on average, and so I do like me some Justin Holiday for a value play at 4.6K. Again, you know, 13-game slate, guys. Going to be a lot of players that I don't talk about that I'm probably going to play, because I'm probably going to run 25 or 30 lineups tomorrow. But, yeah, drop your comments below. If you have some players that you like that I have not talked about, please let me know in the comments. All righty, we already talked about Ben Simmons at small forwards. Paul George, 8.9K with Russell Westbrook back. No thank you. Tim Hardaway Jr. had a good game this last game, guys. He put up 47 and 45 in the last 2 games. But he gets a scrappy Boston defense, and I don't want to touch that. Now, Jimmy Butler, guys, this is the question of the night, man. To play Jimmy or not? Now, I mentioned in Twitter when I was doing my research that Jimmy Butler was 7.1K. And Strain Zolan said this right here, as you can see on the screen, that it's a trap. What do you guys think? Jimmy Butler at 7.1K versus New Orleans in a 236 over and under game. Is he a trap at 7.1K? Let me know. Jimmy Butler. All right, we already talked about Middleton. All right, TJ Warren, I like him again, 6.7K. This guy's playing 35 plus minutes in the last 3 or 4 games. He's putting up 42 or more DraftKings points. You know, he's doing really well for his price point. So he's almost close to capping out as far as his price. But right now, I still think he's a good value at 6.7K. Going up against Chicago. I like me some TJ Warren on this slate as well. We already talked about Ingram, Ingles, Reddick, Danny Green. So that's all my small forwards. Oh, down here, Robert Covington. All right, this guy's playing 34 plus minutes for Minnesota. He's pretty much their defensive all-around guy. And so at 5.6K, I think he's too cheap versus his Denver team at 216 point over and under game. I do like me some Robert Covington for what he does for that Minnesota team. So give me some. Power forward, next up. We got LeBron James at the top. Yes, he's going back to Cleveland, but this game should be a bloodbath in my opinion. So I don't expect LeBron to have to do too much when it comes to carrying this team. But hey, the dude could put up 65 DraftKings points. I don't know, but I'm not playing him at no 11.6K versus Cleveland. Cleveland just really can't compete, man, in my opinion. Now, Anthony Davis is somebody that I did consider versus Philly, but Philly is at home. It's going to be the Embiid show, in my opinion. So I'm not paying up for Anthony Davis. But let me know if you're paying up for him, but I can't do it. Giannis is in a good spot versus Portland, but his play versus Portland has been inconsistent. You know, 40 here, 70 there. Which one are we going to have tonight? I don't know. I'm not paying up for Giannis either, but let me know if you are. Blake Griffin, I do like him versus Houston. Again, it should be a pace-up matchup, all right, going up against Houston at 9.5K. Blake Griffin is at a 30% usage, playing 36 plus minutes and averaging around 50 DraftKings points. So I do like Blake Griffin on this slate versus Houston. Sycam, I like him as well versus ATL. Especially if Kawhi Leonard sits. So I do like Sycam. I don't have him checked in my player pool right now, but he is somebody that I am keeping an eye on based off of some of the news. Same thing with Ibaka. Now, Sabonis. Miles Turner went out with an ankle injury. He came back to the game the last game and played through it. But you know, if you're an athlete, that bad boy can swell up on you after the game is over. And so right now, Turner is questionable. If he is out, Sabonis is another player that's a lock for me versus Charlotte. At 6.5K, he's too damn cheap. The guy's put up 35 plus points in the last 3 games, and he should be getting more minutes if Turner is ruled out. So give me some Sabonis. Next up, going a little further down, Derek Favors has been one of my guys that I like to play at a value. All right, so he gets a plus matchup versus Sacramento. Again, you just play bigs versus Sacramento, man. Alrighty, so at 4.5K, Derek Favors is just too damn cheap. So give me some of that. We already talked about coveting, so that's all my forwards. So last but not least, now this is the spot where I have the most players on my watch list. So I'm going to need y'all guys' help on who we like at center. All right, I'm going to be honest. Right now, I have 2 players that I like the most. That's Joel Embiid and Cat, a.k.a. Karl Anthony Towns. So, but let me know who you like at center because I have a lot of players in here, as you're going to see. So Joel Embiid is enough said, man. He's at home. The dude has put up 57 and 62 in the last 2 games, and he's only 10.8K in a nice paced-up matchup versus New Orleans and a highest over-under game on the slate so far. So give me some Joel Embiid, who's a couple $100 short, cheaper than Anthony Davis. Jokic, dude is too inconsistent for me, but he does get a nice matchup versus Minnesota. But which Jokic is going to show up today? The 36-point Jokic or the 60-point Jokic? We don't know. So I'm not playing him. Rudy Gobert, he is in a favorable matchup versus Sacramento. Okay. All right. If you look at his history versus this team, he hadn't scored under 44 versus them. And so I do like Rudy Gobert. I do have him in my player pool. All righty. But you see he has 32 minutes played, and he's averaging around 40 DraftKings points over the last few games. So I do like me some Rudy Gobert versus Sacramento. Again, you want to play bigs versus Sacramento. DeAndre Jordan is in a great matchup versus Brooklyn. We just saw Whiteside get like 25 rebounds versus the exact same team. So I like DeAndre Jordan to do the same thing. He's another guy that gets a lot of rebounds. As you see, DeAndre Jordan put up 45 in his last game. So I do like him at 7.1K against this Brooklyn defense, who is trash. As you can see, they're next to last when it comes to defense versus the center position. Now, when it comes to Julius Randle and Mirotic, I don't know who the hell to play, so I'm not playing them. Because I played Mirotic last game and Randle goes off. I play Randle this game, Mirotic will probably go off. But let me know who you like. But I do want to play one of these guys. I'll probably have a little bit of both of them in my 25 plus lineups. But I don't add them to my player pool just because I don't know which one is going to go off. Your guess is as good as mine. So DeAndre Ayton, I do like this cat versus Chicago. He's 6.9K. Again, he's getting close to the top of his price threshold, but at 6.9K versus this Chicago team, again, not the best team when it comes to defense versus the position. I do like Ayton in this position at 6.9K, man. Nurkic, I'm playing Nurkic every day, guys. Again, he gets a plus matchup versus Milwaukee. I know what it says right here, but again, 6.7K, 226 over and under. Portland did play yesterday, but hey, I'm okay with that. Again, this is going to be a nice game versus Milwaukee and Portland, so give me some Nurkic. So on yesterday's slate, Nurkic actually put up, 41 DraftKings points at 7.4K, and now we get him at 6.7, so I'll take that discount. Give me some Nurkic. We already talked about Sabonis. Jared Allen, this guy just continues to blow up value. As you can see in his last couple of games, he's put up 38 and 43 in the last 2 games. So I do like Jared Allen in this matchup. Again, they don't have a lot of options at center, and Jared Allen's getting a lot of minutes. So I do like Jared Allen in this spot, even though it's a back-to-back game. But let's just say, let's say it like this, guys. He put up 40 DraftKings points versus Whiteside. Okay, so he should be okay versus DeAndre Jordan. All right, next up, Brook Lopez. I like him in this matchup. Again, a high over and under game at 226. He's only 5.3K. He's averaging 27 plus minutes, 30 or more in the last 2 games. I do like Brook Lopez in this matchup versus Portland, man. I would say he's more of a GPP play, not a cash. But I do like Brook Lopez because he has some upsides if his 3-ball gets to dropping. As you can see, he put up 41 DraftKings points a couple of games ago. So I do like Brook Lopez on this slate. Again, Miles Turner had a left ankle sprain. He may or may not be playing. If he's out, give me Sabonis. Derek Favors, we already talked about. And then Karl-Anthony Towns, man. Like I say, you look at his matchup, it says that he's not in a favorable matchup. But if you look at his history versus Denver, he smashes versus Denver, guys. And he's at home in front of his own crowd. Let me make sure I'm right on that when it comes to Minnesota. Yep, we're at home. And they're only a 2-point favorite. Okay, guys? So this should be a good game. And if it is a back-and-forth game, Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be a big part of it, especially with Jimmy Butler leaving town. Give me some cat. I'm not touching San Antonio and Memphis. Game's too damn slow pace. It could be a good DFS game, but I'm not touching it. Now, Wiley Cauley-Stein, I do like him versus Utah. Again, they have a lot of injuries at the center position when it comes to Sacramento. So this guy's playing all the minutes he can handle. He's playing around 30 minutes or so in the last couple of games. And if you look at his history versus Utah, he has produced. And at 5.7K, he doesn't have to do much to create value, man. All right, he put up 33 DraftKings points in the last game. So I do like Wiley Cauley-Stein in this particular matchup, guys, versus Utah. All right, again, if you look at it, it's 26th ranked versus the center. So that's pretty much all my plays for center, guys. Now, again, it's a 13-game slate. You know, so players like Al Horford that I like at only 6K versus New York, and Tristan Thompson up against against Lakers. I do like, but again, I can't put every player in my player pool, guys. You got to pick a side and stand on it, okay? So I'm picking my side. So thank you guys for watching my video. Please hit that like button before you go if you have not already. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me, please. It really helps out the channel. That way you can also be notified when I post videos. And then as always, guys, please leave your comments and suggestions below. And also remember, the question of the night is, to play or not to play Jimmy Butler? Is he a trap? Is he a trap? Let me know. So have a good night, guys, and I'll holler at you guys. Remember, there's no video on Thursday. That's Thanksgiving. It's football time, so no NBA video. I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.